Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a really fast first impressions and review on the Maybelline Dream Pure BB Cream. And this is like an acne version of the original, which I do have and I love. And so I just really want to, really fast, I want to put it on and let you know what I think, and then I'll check back in later through the day. So I already have my face primed with my Benefit Professionals, and it's just clean and ready to go. So I'm going to go in with this on my fingers. I normally like to use my fingers for BB creams because they just blend a lot better. You can use a brush or a sponge, whatever you like works best. So just first off, it's a bit thicker than the old one. And so I got the shade Light because that's what I am in the normal formula. And so it's just very smooth and very creamy like the old one, and seems a bit higher coverage, I think, actually. I don't know if you can tell on my hand. So I'm just going to dab some of that all over my face, and I'll see how it goes. So I'm going to use about that much. Oh, and also, right now I am breaking out a bit because I have really hormonal acne, and so I do have some red spots on my face. I'm not sure if you can see them on camera, but I'm hoping this helps cover that up and also clears it up because it has salicylic acid in it, and that's a main product, yeah, in most acne clearing things. So I could probably do like in a week or something, check back in. So it's about as blended as I'm going to get it with my fingers on my face. And I'm just going to go in with a damp beauty blender to just kind of smooth everything over. Alright, so the product is on, and it feels really light and really nice on my skin. And just looking right now, when it's freshly applied, it looks really nice. It's not dewy like the other one. It's a lot more... camera's not focusing. It's a lot more matte, not quite matte, but like a satin finish. And it's very smooth feeling. And so I think I'm gonna set this with a powder because I do get oily in my T-zone and I don't want this to just wash off. So I'm going to use my favorite powder, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte, and I am in shade 003 Natural. I'm just going to use a big old fluffy brush and just dust a tiny bit of this on. Okay, so I think I'll just zoom you guys in real fast so you can see the foundation a bit closer. So my red spots, camera's not focusing, okay. My red spots are still apparent, but it did help kind of blur them out, which is all I really need because I'm not going anywhere where I need a really full coverage look. And so I do have these little spots on my chins, my jawline, a little bit on my cheeks. But other than that, it looks really nice. It's very smooth. It's very satin finish rather than dewy like the old one. And so I think it should hold up better on me because if it's more satin, I think it'll last better with oily skin. The reason it might be drying is because of the salicylic acid in it. Not sure if you can see that. But it is an acid, and so this is only 2%, but it will dry your skin out a tiny bit, but that's just going to help with the acne. So I will check back in later, I think. I'm going to go to the movies with my mom and my brother. I'll check back in a couple hours and then at the end of the day and just let you know what I think. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so I'm checking in again. It's about 5:20, you can see there. When I left this morning, I forgot to tell you it was about 11:20. So it's been about 6 hours since I put on the BB cream, and so far it's been a really nice test. Let me take my glasses off. I haven't touched it up at all. I've been in the movies all day, and then I went to do some grocery shopping and get dinner with my mom, and it looks really nice. I said this morning it was a lot more drying than the old formula, which it was, but once it kind of settled in and set, it really doesn't feel drying anymore, and that just might be because I got more oily through the day, especially like in my T-zone and around my nose. But even if that's the reason, it still feels really nice, and the color didn't oxidize at all, so it's still true to the color. So I'll just zoom it in a bit and show you. So you can see there is some, I'll wait for the camera to focus. There is some reflection. There, okay, there is some reflection and some shine, but it's really not awful. Let me just touch it up with the powder real fast and see how that looks. Normally through the day I will bring blotting sheets, and if I get oily I'll use that, but I didn't want to change anything today since it is a first impressions. And so I don't think on here there's any where it doesn't say like for 8 hours or 12 hours or anything. So I can't give like a good review on what it says it'll do versus what it's done, because it doesn't give you a time limit. But after 6 hours, it's still looking pretty good, so I say that's pretty nice. So I'll zoom back out so you can see just the kind of full face. So you can see I'm more shiny right in here, a little bit on my chin and on my smile lines. So I will check back in at the end of the night, and I'll give my final thoughts then. So, bye! Hey guys, so it has been a total of 10 hours. It is 9:43 right now, and so I'm just doing the final thoughts on the Maybelline Pure BB cream. So I just wanted to really fast show you a comparison in just the shade. These are both in light sheer tint, and so just a difference in shade and consistency. So right here is the one that I did today, which is the Pure BB, and this I find is a lot thicker than the original formula and a bit heavier coverage. And then here is the original, which I've used for a while now, and this is just a normal BB, and it doesn't have the salicylic acid in it, so it's not for acne. And you can see that's a bit more runny, and I feel like this is slightly darker. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. That's the original, and that's the new one. That's the acne one. This one is slightly more orange to yellow toned and a little bit darker, and they're supposedly the same color, but I do find this one to be a tiny bit lighter. This one's a bit smoother, I find. But this does give more coverage, and it does have the added benefit of 2% salicylic acid. A lot of face primers that are targeted towards acne have that in it, and it's usually 1.7%, so that's a fair amount, so that's good for more major breakouts. So just final thoughts. I've been wearing this for 10 hours, and it's definitely not like a long wearing BB cream. Like around my nose where I wear my glasses, it's definitely very oily, and it's just basically rubbed completely off. And most foundations have done that, so that's not anything weird or new. But it is still very oily in my T-zone, and it's not as much as it would be if I were to use the original one, because this one is slightly more satin finish, but it is kind of rubbing off like around my nose. There's more redness showing, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but like my acne spots that I'd covered better this morning aren't really still covered. You can see like a lot of the red showing through, a lot of my acne scarring. So basically just kind of wrapping it up, final thoughts. I like it. I'm going to keep using it. But it's not a long-wearing foundation or BB cream, so don't hope for it to be. But if you do have acne, I imagine long-term this will help you out because it does have the salicylic acid. Let's do that a bit more. So I like it. It's not like my favorite BB cream. I actually have one from Skin 79 that's in the pink bottle. That is my absolute favorite BB cream. It keeps me oil-free. It looks beautiful. So it's not as great as some of my others, but it is really good. If you're looking for a cheap alternative for a BB cream, then you need some acne help, I definitely recommend this. Just make sure you set it, because otherwise it's just going to be slipping and sliding all over your face, and no one wants that. So basically that's it. I hope you enjoyed this review, and have a beautiful day. Bye! Hey, so I forgot to mention that this BB cream retails at Target at least for $7.49, and it comes in 5 shades, I think. It's not a huge variety, but since it is a sheer coverage foundation or BB cream, one range per skin tone is usually good enough. It's not great, but it's kind of what you got. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Like if you liked it, comment, and please subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot. Yeah, have a nice day, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!